Hello Internet! This has been a week of uploading battles. I believe this is my 7th video in a row. And it's been reasonably successful, I would say. I did just look back at yesterday's video and I was overly cautious with the Lunala. I think a Moongeist Beam would have knocked the Groudon out. So if I hadn't been so cautious there, I could have Moongeist Beamed the Groudon, knocked it out, got a close combat into the Urshifu, and won the game. So, yeah, we lost 2 games in yesterday's video, which is unfortunate. I was hoping that within a week I would have got to Master Ball, but we're here in the middle of Great Ball. It has been more difficult to climb than I thought it would be. But, again, like I've said many times before, I think climbing against slightly non-metagame teams is more difficult when you're using a team that is kind of designed to play against the metagame. But, you know, Solar Beam, Calyrex, etc. I'm not going to keep on going on about that, or, you know, knock off Rillaboom, critical hits and stuff. You know, we have lost games that are due to me making incorrect moves. So, you know, I'm not going to blame more of that. But, and, you know, maybe I am a little tiny bit rusty as well. But I feel like I've been playing reasonably well. Although I suppose the second game in yesterday's video, I thought I was leading Groudon when I was leading Lunala as well, which is maybe not very good. But, okay, maybe then this is the time that Sableye comes. Because, I mean, they've got a pretty wacky team. I'm going to guess that the Tornadus has got like Weather Ball or something. Like, they've got 2 weathers there. They've got the Walking Wake to take advantage of the sun and the rain, I guess. And the Tornadus maybe has both weathers. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm going to lead with Sableye. I am going to go with Sableye in this game. Lunala's going to come with us. Groudon's going to come with us on our jolly little journey. And maybe Iron Valiant has to come with us. Yeah, I think Iron Valiant has to come. I think Iron Valiant has been... It's definitely got its place. And I think it does fit on the team. But there's just something about this Iron Valiant that is off. I have thought about using Focus Sash instead of the Booster Energy, but then, you know, I do like having the Booster Energy. You know, there are games that I've won from that Booster Energy being faster than things like Zacian and Calyrex and stuff like that, and being able to just Icy win them. And I have thought about, you know, many times having Moonblast on it. If I had Moonblast in a few of these games, you know, like the last game in yesterday's video, I would have just won it. Like, I would have won it. But there was that one with the Terapagos where the close combat really helped us out too. So, I'm not really fixed on anything just yet. And there was the game with the Farigiraf as well, you know, quite a long time ago now, where Moonblast would have been better. Meteor Beam hasn't really done anything for us, has it? But I just thought Meteor Beam would be nice when you put things to sleep to try and set up in some way, and Meteor Beam has got a way of doing that. They've got a Swords Dance Groudon as well. Okay. Good for them. I can Encore it. They don't have any Farigirafs or anything like that that'll stop me doing that. I don't threaten the Grimmsnarl much, so maybe I just swap the Lunala straight out to Groudon. I mean, again, if I had Moonblast, yeah, maybe Moonblast would be the way. Yeah, I'll go into Groudon and I'll try and start setting up myself. So they've got light screen up. The Grimmsnarl has got a guaranteed turn of sleep because it light screened and then it got put to sleep. Groudon protects. Yep, fair enough. As expected, to be honest. And now they see the Encore, which they can't stop. So we'll go for it again. And I'll Swords Dance myself. Okay. So that's his 1 in 3 chance. So maybe they were trying to reflect there. Because they weren't, I was fearing maybe like a foul play or something. But they tried to wake up there. So protect fails, so they can protect next turn. Do I swap Sableye into something else? This is like always the conundrum with Sableye, because if it doesn't get ejected out, sometimes it does feel like dead weight. I'll foul play into the Grimmsnarl. And Heat Crash or Precipice Blades? I'll Precipice Blades. Just in case they swap the Groudon, but yeah, they want to invest into their Swords Dance there. Okay. It is Reflect. That's fine. Foul play just isn't doing anything here, but it did something. Okay, so now, well, they're still Encored for one more turn, I'm pretty sure, aren't they? They have got Reflect and everything up. I'm going to foul play the Groudon, because if they don't get a double protect, I'm getting it off because Groudon is faster than the Grimmsnarl. So, yep, no double protect. They can't Thunder Wave either of my Pokemon. They've got both their screens up, so an attack is going to be their last move. So, off it goes. And this foul play probably won't knock the Groudon out, but I mean, it is a +2 Groudon that I'm foul playing. Yeah. But we know that my Groudon is faster. Until they bring in the Tornadus here. Oh no, it's Kyogre. Okay. Which could be Scarfed. So I think to be safe, I protect my Groudon here. I'm just thinking, do I Encore the Groudon into Protect again? Is there any point? Because we know that my Groudon's faster. Or do I go for Gravity? Because then Sableye's gone this turn, isn't it? So I am going to Gravity. And then if it's a choice Scarf Kyogre, Iron Valiant can come in and Hypnosis. Alright, okay. Didn't expect that. So Sableye, well, still might be gone this turn. Earthquake. Alright. Suppose they've got Tornadus, so it makes some kind of sense. They want the accuracy as well. But we know that my Groudon is faster than their Groudon. We know that we're safe, I think. I'm second guessing myself here. We know that Lunala is faster than Kyogre because it protected. Unless it's a choice Scarf Protect, which it isn't. We can just Hypnosis here. I'm Hypnosising because I have to. Because I have to stop the Kyogre doing anything this turn. The next turn, I'm just thinking of like Tailwinding, because if they've got Tornadus in the back, that will be bad news. Okay, 2-hit KO on Kyogre, and Kyogre is fast asleep. Yeah, so we know that my Groudon is the fastest thing on the field. So now I can Tailwind, just to be safe, and I can Precipice Blades. Kyogre could Terra, couldn't it? They haven't used their Terra yet, have they? No, they haven't. And for that reason, I'm out. For that reason, I am just going to double attack. With full health, I've got my Shadow Shield. I'm fine, even if it is Tornadus in the back. But yeah, I don't know. I was just thinking, if I Tailwinded there, and they Terra Grass, I Precipice Blades, it does about that amount of damage to Kyogre. It survives, gets a water move off, Origin Pulse, knocks out my Groudon, does a good amount of damage to my Lunala, and then if it's Tornadus in the back, they could Tailwind. No, but then I'd have Tailwinded as well. Yeah, I think we would have been fine, but I think I made the sensible moves. Okay, Gravity's still up thanks to Sableye last turn. So, yeah, we can Hypnosis, not myself. And Precipice Blades. Yep, okay. A game that went to plan. That's a cool trainer card. I still have no idea how to make trainer cards. Like, do you have to make, like, a snapshot? Here's the question of the day. How do you make trainer cards? Like, because I thought, like, you can do selfies and stuff in the game, can't you? I thought it had to be, like, the trainer card had to be, like, a selfie or a picture or something. But they had 2 Zapdoses there, so I don't know how... Because I thought you could only have, like, 1 Pokemon out at a time. So, I don't know. What would my trainer... Another, part 2 for question of the day. What should my trainer card be? Which of these 6 Pokemon do you think epitomizes this team any more than the others? Ooh, alright. Well, in the very first game that we played last weekend, we had a Garganacl. And a Zacian, I think. And here we are again, almost full circle. I mean, I am a little bit concerned here. They've got Tailwind. They've got Miraidon, which kind of forces me to lead weak to Grass. And they've got the Meowscarada as well. Yeah. Potential Wide Guards too. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna do this. Like, this is... Like, Iron Valiant is on this team for things like extra support against Zacian and Miraidon and Calyrex, things that are faster. It's more speed control and more Hypnosis. Although, like, I think I've only clicked Hypnosis once with Iron Valiant, or maybe twice throughout the whole week that we've been doing this. And I don't think I've clicked Wide Guard as well. Okay. Not a lead I was expecting. I mean, I think I am Precipice Blading here. Do you think they're Tailwind? Do you think they feel like they have to Tailwind? Because... I mean, they can Earth Power into the Zacian, and that combined with Precipice Blades would knock it out, but they can always Terra. Is there any point in me Electro Webbing? I'm going to Gravity. Okay, Zacian runs away. Meowscarada comes in. Charm? Okay, well, there's an extra bonus use of my Clear Amulet. I mean, I can Terra and Heat Crash, obviously. I do need to keep my Groudon somewhat safe. And Sandy Shock somewhat safe as well. I mean, Terra Firing does help me against Behemoth Blade as well. So I will do that. And I think I'm going to put Lunala in here. I throughout all these games, throughout most of my test games, you know, on Showdown, whatever, I barely ever swap Lunala into anything. But I don't think there's going to be an attack coming that way. And if there is, it's going to be a flower trick. It won't be dark. I hope. Okay, flower trick. Okay. Good Terra. Decent damage for a resisted move. And... okay. Alright, well, they have done, between the two of them, with resisted attacks, about 40% to my Groudon. Which is not bad. If the Zacian comes in... well, I mean, if the Miraidon comes in, that's maybe my bigger worry now. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. I feel like this... I'm tailwinding because with their tailwind that still puts my Iron Valiant faster than their Miraidon. I don't think they're going to taunt my Lunala here. They probably do have Encore though. Oh, okay. I don't mind that. Well, actually I do mind that. Because, yeah, because I can just Encore my Groudon now, can't they? So actually I do mind that. Yeah, I'm actually going to put Iron Valiant in, which is, again, is something that I never do. And I'll meet you being the Whimsicott. I don't think it's going to knock it out, but if it does, that would be great. Because you'd think they have to Tailwind now. Tailwind, Draco Meteor into Lunala. Okay, Lunala's gone. No, but they're Encoring, aren't they? We'll see. But obviously, Iron Valiant is immune to Draco Meteor. Okay, Miraidon is staying in and turning into a fairy. I mean, if they Dazzling Gleam here, if they're not choice specs, that's not good. Okay, they did go for the Encore. So Lunala does get to move next. Oh wow, that is a really good bonus. So that means that we are in Tailwind, they cannot get their Tailwind up now. Okay, it is just a Draco Meteor. That's fine then. I mean, they are locked in now. I think I've knocked out 2 Pokemon, haven't I? At -4. I can't remember what the rest of their team was. There's a Zacian, isn't there? So I'll put Sandy Shocks in. I just need to get the Zacian to -1 speed. And then hit an attack. So the sun is up for, what, 1 more turn? 1 more turn. So, we haven't... Well, no, it doesn't matter. Because we've got electric terrain. So, Wide Guard, no. Hypnosis, no. Close Combat, Icy Wind, that is the important thing. So, we want to get the drop, and I'm just going to protect the Sandy Shocks here. If Iron Valiant goes down this turn, that's fine. Iron Valiant really isn't doing much more in this game. It's got the drop on Zacian, that's the most important thing. Ooh, okay. Okay. So, Zacian is slower than all of my Pokemon now. The Miraidon isn't really threatening much. So I think I can just ignore it and double the Zacian. Even if they protect the Zacian and Draco Meteor, they need the critical hit to knock my Sandy Shocks out. That actually did a lot of damage. So Earth Power will finish it off. Okay, not even a critical hit. That was a surprising amount of damage. Okay. That still did a good amount of damage for a -4 Draco Meteor. Tailwind one's out, it's fine. Yep, that's fine. Okay, well, they disconnect. I presume that was them disconnecting. I hope that was them disconnecting. We haven't disconnected at any point, so I don't think it'll be us. I'm assuming... I'll look for one more game. We are at 22 minutes again, but yeah, that was them disconnecting. Okay, with one more win, we might get to rank 9, maybe. So, yeah, okay. And here we go, straight in. I think the standard with Triple H, here comes the game. I think the standard has been pretty good. You know, these are... I don't know how long this season has been going on. So I don't know if like everyone has already got to Master Ball or not, or if people are still climbing. I think it has been going a while. But I feel like the standard of these games, you know, hasn't been bad, has it? You know, I think the opponents who've been playing, some of them have made questionable moves, but some of them have been competitive games as well. Another Zacian. Another Zacian. I think I'm going to go with these two, but the last time I went with these two and was a little bit unsure about it, I kind of regretted it, didn't I? But I'm going to go with these 4 again. Dragonite is an interesting Pokemon. I don't think I've really played any Dragonite with this team. Like maybe 1 or 2 on Showdown, but I don't know. We'll see if it can be an issue for us. Now that is exactly the lead that I was worried about leading this. Yeah, that's not good. Because Sandy Shocks, even if I Terra, I'm weak to Ice. I think I Terra Dark. And I'm gonna Meteor Beam. I'm gonna just hope that the Chen Pao doesn't target the Sandy Shocks. But this game might be over very, very quickly. Chen Pao is something that actually does give this team a few issues, doesn't it? Both of my restricteds are weak to it. Okay. Best case scenario. Well, if I hit my moves, best case scenario. Although, yeah, okay. Koraidon comes in, close combat's Lunala. Where do I go from there? I lose from there, I think. Again, Moonblast could have done that. I didn't need a Meteor Beam. But I suppose Meteor Beam does threaten the Tornadus as well. So I'm assuming this is Miraidon coming in. Oh no, it's Zacian. Okay, okay, play rough, same thing. There's not really anything I can do to stop that, is there? I'm just going to try and Tailwind, and I'm just going to try an Electro Web. Okay, well, that's one of your turns of Tailwind that you're wasting. I guess they're trying to bait out my Protect on my Lunala. I've got my Tailwind up. So, I guess that's one you know, plus for the mark of for Tailwind. Again, if that was open team sheet, they probably wouldn't have done that. But still, Sandy Shocks, we've not got our Photosynthesis boost. They're -1. So I could swap to Groudon. And I think that is what I'm going to do. And Electro Web. It'll take a good chunk from Play Rough. An Earth Power wouldn't have knocked Zacian out in one hit. But this puts us faster than Tornadus, so we should be able to knock him out if they aren't terroring the Tornadus. Okay, we should not. We should be able to knock them out with the Electro Web before they do their attack. Okay, Play Rough's really going to hurt now. They're down to the last two Pokemon. Zacian is at -1. We've got Tailwind up. They've got Tailwind up. Yep, Play Rough is going to hurt. But we survive. And now Koraidon is probably the last one. Oh, it's Dragonite. Okay. Well. Well then. Well then, well then. We haven't got Gravity up. They can just Extreme Speed the Groudon. But I'm not going to protect it. I'm heat crashing. Okay, I'm heat crashing for the accuracy. Let's see what this Dragonite does then, because it's not extreme speeding, it's earthquaking. Alright. That isn't choice banded then, surely. Because Dragonite, you know, they tend to be choice banded. This one probably isn't. Okay. Come on, Lunala. We can start putting things to sleep now. I think. So maybe we did want Gravity, actually. Yeah, they are down to the last two Pokemon. They did just Protect. I'm gonna hit. I've used my thingy. I need to remember that. I have used my power herb. I don't think... I mean, if the Dragonite has Outrage, then, yeah, it threatens us. Scale Shot, okay. Almost just as bad. No loaded dice. Okay. Scale... This game is interesting. Is it Assault Vested? And I've got Iron Valiant in the back, haven't I? So I do, like, I've only got close combat on that. I do need to start getting damage on this Zacian. I'm gonna Electro Web just because I don't think a Moongeist Beam and a... So they tried to protect there. I don't think a Moongeist Beam and an Earth Power would knock it out. And this brings the Dragonite back down to normal speed and breaks a potential multi-scale. Okay, that is maybe in Electro Web range. Okay. Okay. We've still got Gravity for 3 more turns. I can't miss Electro Web. Zacian probably will try and wake up and probably will try and protect. Yeah. But the sun's still up. My photosynthesis is still active. I can bring the Dragonite's speed back down. Critical hit there would have been nasty. And put it to sleep. Okay, I think that sealed up the game for us. I think. We have got Icy Wind, so, you know, that is ×4 effective on Dragonite as well. So as long as we knock the Zacian out here, I think we're fine. So, yeah, like, just to be super, super safe. Yes, we've lost our photosynthesis, but they are at -2 speed. So just to be super safe, like, an Electro Whip will knock the Zacian out, but just to be super safe, I'm going to do this. +1 extreme speed. I wonder how close that comes to knocking out Iron Valiant. Because that is something to consider as well. So Dragon Dance, Scale Shot, Earthquake, and something else. I mean, this game could have gone really badly. Right from the start. The Chen Pao Tornadus lead, you know, was bad. But, oh, we don't get to Earth Power a flying Pokemon in Gravity. So, well, there we go. You know, we won some more games. We're climbing a little bit. This video's been a little bit longer than the others, but it's the weekend. And I'm getting darker as well, as, you know, the sun has gone down. But I hope you've enjoyed this. Please like and comment and share, and I will see you tomorrow for another video.